Hello everyone. Today we will talk about PFI. What is PFI? It's a permutation feature importance. What it means for my fellow .NET developer. I would appreciate your interest that you started machine learning and you want to grow your career. But today we will try to understand what is PFI and why it is really important. Till now, what you have done, you created a model and then you start predicting the model. Means the model gives you the output based on your training set, whatever the training data you have provided to the model. But have you realize what could be the dominant factor? Let's say if you have more than one parameters in your data, you have multiple columns. Today we are talking about the tabular data and the regression model which you know till now. So you have many parameters, and then based on the parameters you club those parameters, created a model, and then start predicting. But what is the dominant factor? Which parameter playing a very important role in your model prediction? This is completely known as a black box till now, because we didn't try to dig it down inside the model. What are the basis for the model? On what basis it's predicting the values? So today we will do this open operation for the model and try to see what are the basis for that. So let's continue and do the practice. So for the easiness, what I did, I already have a one C house price CSV file which we talked in various times in the past sessions. So you can go through that, or in this session I will also upload this file. So this housing price CSV file that's contained the several parameters. So let me do this practice. Let's import the namespaces, and then the housing CSV file columns name, that you know better, that we need to map the column names over here and execute this. Let's load the CSV file data. Once we load the data, we will you create the pipeline that we already did. Model pipeline, the pipeline would be created. We can say pipeline is equal to ml context. Let me write this code for you. Ml context dot transformer. Here we will use concatenate because we will provide the selected columns to this pipeline for our model. Now the question is which column we like to add. So we can create a collection of our model, create collection of our columns. Let's create a collection columns. Here we will create some columns. These would be the deciding factor. It's up to us which column. So it would be nice that we keep only numerical columns here to avoid the model performance model. Let's say, okay, um hold on. So let me remove the categorical column which we already have. I think that's not nice for us. So we can have bedrooms, bathrooms, square feet. You can filter it out. So for the training, please keep only um, numerical columns. So I will remove the categorical column from here. So we have columns, and now add those columns over here, create a okay, and then add the normalization, append. That's normalization here. Sometimes this really work in a weird mode, Copilot, so I don't want to use too much with this. But okay, ml context dot transformer transformer. Oh my god, hold on guys. Let me copy this. To keep this simple, we can copy from our existing code that we already did several times. Let's copy this pipeline from here. Okay, and then here the columns, we can add the columns collection that we do have. Columns collection I added. Okay, let's train this. uh, okay, solve this problem and then okay, train this. The pipeline would be created. No, that's not fine. It's issue with the copy paste. So let's add the feed column is this price column, and then we do have feature column. Once column is created, means your pipeline is created. Now we train our model here. So train and transform the model. We can write the code, let's say, where model is equal to pipeline. Then let's predict this pipeline dot fit data. Then we can use transfer data. So these two things is required. And for yeah, what's the problem? Let's look. Yeah, guys, this is really important things. I think for you should know we cannot club string and integer together. So that's why this problem with us. So we have to be very careful while you provide the training. And then you can see it's detected property type is a string. You cannot club. That's really nice. Or we can look into these all the columns together. Let's say we have bedrooms, bathrooms, square feet, which you can see over here. String, we should not keep the data as a string. Property type is a string, and we should avoid this, because if you like to add this, then we need to create one hot encoding, and then we can utilize those columns, or we can include those columns. Year built, year innovative. Parking, let's have a look. Parking is a float right, facing float left string. We should remove this lift as well from here. Furnishing string we should remove. And then nearby schools float, it's fine. Nearby hospitals fine. Balcony fine. Garden string. Oh, this is not good. Okay, let's do that. Do the training again. Create a pipeline. Let's try it out. If something wrong, it will detect it. Yes, facing is string type. Facing. Facing, you can see in the data, yeah, it's a string type. Remove. Remove that thing. So that's the validation at the time of transformation. That's we are transforming. It's validation. Let's load this model till then. We can see here the transformation is done. Now we will use permutation matrix. We will see what is PFI results, or PFI implementation would be fine. Let's use this. Here we use the variable PFI is equal to let me do this. So this is comes under the regression. Then you have permutation feature importance. This will use our model as a last transformer, which we use and then the transform data which we already transformed. Let's try this one. So the PFI matrix will be created here. We can look into the PFI. What is the result? So there are several parameters you can see, and the importance of all the parameters together. We will print those in the order, so it would be better for understanding. But here you can see the column index, and then the matrix degradation matrix is applied. The printed here you can see this is the matrix where absolute error, mean squared error, loss function, and then r squared error, r squared. So this all is printed, but let's print this in order so it's better for our understanding, and then we can decide what is the dominant factor for our model training. I have a code block for you which will display the results. You can see here. So that's nothing, it's a link you function where we just select the columns from this PFI list dictionary which is with us, and then here I use R2 square. Okay, you can see. So here you can see uh, the R2 is displayed here. This is for all the columns. So here you can see which is important and which column has high importance, which has less importance. Means living square feet living is creating high impact on our model training, so we should care about this because this is very important. And then based on this you can see this displays nothing, it's only arranged based on order by descending order, so high importance is on the top. So we can look at here these columns: square feet, floor, bathroom, balcony, square feet, lot. These are playing important role. And then you can see the bedroom, nearby hospitals, nearby schools also plays important role over here, and then parking as well. But you can see year of innovate renovated and then year built does not play important role in our model training. If we like, we can remove these columns as well, because that doesn't have bigger impact in our model. So guys, what is your understanding? I hope you understood better now. While the training, if it is shown to us which column playing important role for our model, then we would be curious while providing the training of our model. Thank you guys. If you have any question, please write me. I will happy to answer you. Thank you very much.